So, you got that, post-election, stuff out of your system? Yeah, just about. Also, this totally looks like what I'm aiming for the thumbnail for the new review. More or less. Yeah, hey everybody, Laura here, just doing quick, I guess babysitting for my ex-partner here, to make sure he's cool and everything. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine, one sec. Kick! Alright, so, yeah, back to business. So, quick couple of things. I got a new, figure review coming out probably later this week as well, after probably Thanksgiving. Main reason, big surprises, in store for, Cable and everything like that. So, we'll get to that, when we get to that. So, that being said, you're probably wondering, Retro, why exactly are you doing a review for, Amazon's Like a Dragon, Yakuza series? The short answer is, I actually wanted to talk about the series for a very long time since the pandemic, but never really got my footing. The closest thing to the games I've actually tried to do a quick review, or I guess summary, was essentially Zero and Like a Dragon proper, the RTS side of the series. Wow, my camera is out of focus like usual. My apologies, guys. Anyway, getting to the point here, another reason why I wanted to talk about this series, regardless of my history with the Yakuza franchise, is a certain Kamen Rider Drive, who ended up becoming Kazuma Kiryu of the franchise, well, for this adaptation. So, with that being said, let's get to it. My overall thoughts with this show is sadly disappointing. I'm gonna be real. I will say this for the 5 Yakuza fans are gonna get 1 out of 5 because they didn't have the karaoke or any of the weird subplots or weird comedy side missions you guys have been pretty much accustomed to since like the beginning of the franchise. I kind of agree they should have done it. However, the only person that probably agrees with you more is ironically Sega's marketing team for the show, because if you saw the community note, they did actually do, I think, the only memeable karaoke track from Zero that Kazuma in this annotation got to sing in the marketing. So, speaking of that Kazuma, let's get his name out of the way. Ryoma Takuchi is absolutely a good character accurate version. It's not just cosplay like most J-drama adaptations of like anime or video games in this case. As for Manuki Aroke, for his version of Goro Majima, he was fantastic. Also, for the sake of timing for this review, I sat through bits of the sub and dub, mainly because I kind of wanted to see what it was like in both languages. And more importantly, for the dub's case, you do have the majority of the actual video game cast from the dub to basically carry over into the series. The only other adaptation I know that did that kind of move was, I think, the Bleach live-action adaptation a few years ago, because I know Johnny Young Bush did his version of, the name escapes me, can you tell I'm not a Bleach fan, but the main pro tag in that as well, so my apologies if I got Ichigo. Now I got it. Anyway, same thing here too. The big hook of the story in this particular adaptation's case is combining both the first game and Zero, in Kazuma's case side of the Zero side of things, and Nishiki turning into the villain that he ended up becoming later down the road in the franchise. One big problem here, if you've seen video game adaptations nowadays, they kind of like to play with the story a little further in the past instead of in the present. In the Yakuza franchise's case, you kind of have to be rooted into like a certain amount of decades, like in Kazuma's case, and him and his family and friends around the family and the business of being Yakuza, or more or less have to be stuck in like the 80s to the 2000s. Unfortunately, in this adaptation's case, they had to like speed run his career in the street life half of the mob to basically 95 to still 05 in the original game's timeline, but it got a weird way about it. I'll agree to that. The non-linear nature of both of their stories is not entirely off. It is kind of what I probably am misremembering about Yakuza 0, so let me know in the comments down below. It was also kind of like that too. However, there was one big character in the room that everybody loved. Still surprisingly got very character accurate, and that is Anoki's Majima, both sub and dub. I think Matt Mercer was a regular for Majima's case. And yeah, it's still definitely there. I'm almost assuming Mercer had more fun doing the dub for it because it's, you know, a very steady check if anything else. So, the plot of it is, like I said, non-linear. You get bits of 95. The finale basically gave you exactly what happened to Cosmo, why he was in jail for like a decade in between. In the first half, I want to say either Zero or Kiwami, the adaptation of the first game, I think, in modern consoles. Again, your mileage may vary how much I remember this franchise. Also, I'm only going off of a few video essays. I know Manga Common is definitely very quiet about talking about this. I haven't checked his channel in a while, so let me know in the comments if he did a breakdown of the series. The one playthrough I want to recommend you guys if you want to get into the actual games themselves is Rainer of Airness's playthrough of the entire series. I think the if anything playlist there for Last Cards. And sorry if I'm generalizing this show. I'm probably generalizing it a little bit better than the IGN review that dropped a few weeks ago, so my bad in advance. Again, your mileage may vary. I came off of pretty much only sticking out all 8 episodes, mainly for Cosmo's actor, because again, I have a huge tie to him for his Tokyo days as Kamara Drive, and he is a good J-drama actor when you give him the right project. I have seen a lot of his post-writer work, and I really hoped that this would be like right up there with his resume, but unfortunately, I don't really see it. And I did kind of thought about this after I finished sitting through the finale last night. It could have been worse as far as this goes, as far as adapting the Like a Dragon series. It could have just been a US remake, kind of like The Grudge, or like a lot of early 2000s Japanese remakes into US. So, again, be thankful that at the very least this is still rooted into like the melodrama of the J-drama roots of the franchise, but I do also agree that they probably should have had like one weird side quest mission to basically like one tribute that. And if anything, if this show was out like a decade ago, you probably would have had that and more as like a 20 episode series on a network broadcast television show. But again, it'd be hard to market here in the West, just putting it nicely. So my overall thoughts for Yakuza, well, Like a Dragon, Yakuza, it's, sadly a 6 out of 10. I was gonna go for 6.5 when I first finished, the season. I don't know if any of Cosmo's history is going to be reevaluated. I don't know if this is getting a second season. Also, my apologies of missing out a lot of critical characters, like I think Detective Dante. I forgot his sub and original dub actor. I think the sub actor did pretty good. I think he got the spirit of what Dante was probably like in the early half of the series. So, if anything, there are glimmers or flashes of a good series in here. I also highly like the fact that they set it in Kamurocho, in an actual Japan Kamurocho. I think the only thing I think green screened was probably Millennium Tower, because kind of makes sense, because I think that doesn't really exist in actual Tokyo, Japan. So again, I am a really dumb gaijin. Please let me know in the comments down below. So with that being said, I don't really know where they can go from here. I don't know how much of the games they can still adapt. I don't know streaming or Nielsen numbers-wise if this made any profit on Sega's end to at least like keep it going on Amazon's front. So again, let me know in the comments if you know anything about that on the metrics. Having said that, this is going to be it for the rest of this week, because again, I'm going to come back tomorrow. I think as of this recording to probably film my cable review, and then I'll probably be out by next week as well. So sorry for the short break, and I'm sorry for the short amount of content these last couple of months, and also sorry for it being TV oriented. It's just kind of how it is here. Not a lot of movies that I wanted to talk about for the Wicked and Gladiator fans. I might do it, I might not, I don't know. Just let me know in the comments if you want to see that. If anything, I'll put a poll up on Tumblr like usual for either of those movies. So with that all being said, I'm a semi not as disappointed as it looks. Retrokid review saying, I mean, at least they got the tats right. You got to give it that at the very least. End cards coming up to my new punching bags. To sub to the channel, hit the notification bell down below. Previous video as well. Since we're talking about TV catch up, and other guys over here. You really spin kicked like Majima. You know you're weird, right? No, I'm not. Anyway, yeah, go to them over there for my Critical Role short for episode 115. They're on a break as of this recording, so my bad in advance if that's out early. If anything else on Critical Role spoilers, let me know as always in the comments. And until next time, I'm Retrokid Review saying, so you're cool to like do protection or whatever for this Thanksgiving, right? Oh, wait, I have to see your family? I mean, it would be nice.